Alrighty, today I want to talk about a really big problem for bootstrap founders. Why bootstrap founders specifically? Is because bootstrap founders have two roles, very distinct roles. They have the CEO role most of the time and the investor role, because when they're bootstrapped, it's basically their own funds. Now, it's way too easy to actually merge the two notions into just, hey, that's my money, that's my business. But there's a lot of problems with that. So, you have two sides. You have the CEO side and you have the investor side. Now, they have two different roles. The CEO is someone receiving a salary for the operational efforts that is put into the business. In other words, this is the person working in the business mostly. Now, the investor is actually building assets in order to gain dividends from those assets. And those two roles need to be happy. You need to be a happy CEO and you need to be a happy investor when you're a bootstrap founder. Why? Let me put it this way. If you're an unhappy CEO and a happy investor, so let's say at the end of the year, the investor side receives some dividends, but the CEO side actually, earn peanuts, like let's say, a subpar salary. So here's what happens. There's a few things that happens. First, you're gonna be stuck in the business. Why? Because no one will want to replace you. No one will want to take the CEO side with such a subpar, sub-market salary, right? So if I don't pay myself a lot of money as a CEO, then no one will want to do the role, which will make it very difficult to find a replacement for that role, which basically means I'm stuck in the business, which is not good. The second thing is you got a wrong picture of your business. You think it's a healthy business, like, hey, look, I got some money at the end of the year. But in fact, it's not true, because if you actually replace the CEO side with someone that is earning market value, then in this case, your business is actually not so rosy. It may actually be, a pretty bad business and actually be losing money. So you want to have a good picture of your business, and for that, you need to have a market salary for your CEO side. The third point actually is that paying yourself a low salary and leaving off the dividends may actually make sense from a monetary point of view, but for tax authorities in many countries, it's really badly seen, and you may actually run into a lot of problems where they say like, hey, you're not paying your social contribution through the salary that the CEO should be getting, and instead you're getting dividend, which is taxed differently. So all in all, this is a really bad idea to have your CEO side not earning a good market value, market salary, okay? So, okay, you're gonna say, well, maybe I can have the investor not getting as much money as not being happy. And again, there's a reason why it's not a good idea. First one is, honestly, if you're looking at the investor, let's say you're investing into someone else's business, you wouldn't want your money to be sitting there, not returning any money back or even losing money, right? This is a bad deal for an investor. The second thing is, as an investor, your role is to actually build assets to be able to live off those assets. And if you're not getting enough return on investment, well, why put this money into this asset? Why not actually putting it into the stock market or some other asset that may actually bring more revenue? Real estate, bitcoins, whatever, you name it. So why your business? It makes no sense. The third one is you probably wouldn't be able to sell your business because no one will want your toxic assets. It's like, hey, it doesn't make enough money. So you're gonna be stuck again with your business, which may be okay, which may not be okay. But at the end of the day, both sides need to be happy, so you got a really good business. If the CEO is happy, then you should just replace with someone else. And if the investor is happy, then he can either live off of the investments, or he could sell it for a good multiplier to someone else. Yeah, I think that's it for today. So the conclusion is, whenever you're taking a decision, make sure you have both sides of the equation actually looking into the problem under two different lenses. Is that going to bring me more money? Is that going to build a stronger asset? That's the investor side. And then the CEO side is that, are we going to be able to grow the company and, still grow my salary and my perks and all that goes with it. So make both happy and enjoy. I think it's day 21, which means we only got 9 questions left. So if you won't have a question for me, just put it in the comments. Same if you have a follow-up question, I'll be happy to answer. If you like, thumbs up, share. If you don't like, just move on. You probably already stopped watching at this stage. And I see you tomorrow.